everyone, it's Ricardo. How's it going? How are you doing? Are you having a nice, fantastic Sunday? I am. Sun is shining. Just getting onto the right settings and all of that. What am I doing? Well, I'm mining stuff for mining. I'm not mining anything. I'm farming stuff for old Pailin. Old man Pailin. Community goal came up. Wants things like sensors and resin, stuff that's going to corrode your cargo bay. Hence there was that cargo bay community goal. I am getting sick of this ship.
Ship dismissed.
That took me with it. There was that community goal that we had to deliver loads of other Thargoid items to him to get certain modules, to get the cargo resistant modules. What we've got now is basically the same again. The same again. And we're going to get engineered hulls, which I'm not too enamoured about. I'm basically picking up all this stuff. Some of the stuff is what we're going to need. Some of the stuff is what we isn't. See, we don't need any of this. Resin we do. Boom, and we're home. Now there are some sensor fragments laying about, right? But that's not what we need. That's not what we need. What we need... Come on. Honest to God, what is going on here? Update 12 be buggered. Look at this. Oh, everything's breaking. Who else is having problems with things since update 12? Good grief. It's a pain in the backside, it is. So where am I? I'm in the HIP system. Crash Thargoid ship. Sometimes sensors will spawn. If not, resin will spawn. So that's effectively where we are, what we're doing. I haven't done much with the Thargoids, to be honest, since I've had my new computer. And I've been tweaking settings and stuff like that. So here's a crash ship. Right there. Here comes my... God knows where it is. Oh, here it is, look. Couldn't have parked any further away. Thought I'd use my old dropship, because never usually gets any space. Hey, Jules, how you going? Everything okay? So what I'm going to do is we're going to jump in the ship. There it is. Going to take off. Going to sign up for the community goal. Come back. Bam. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. Now, this has got a class 5, I think. I think it's a class 5. Corrosive cargo rack on it, which is obviously what you wanted everyone to have. Great, good for him. And I am fitted out. They're gonna let me in. Board. That's allowing me to take all the corrosive stuff. But let's fly off.
Drive assist off.
Landing gear retracted.
And we'll go through the process. Now, there's not a place here. There's not a place here where I can sign up for this said community goal, but the nearest one is Electra. So we're going to head on over there. That's kind of where we've been. Lovely planet, this. especially when the lights come on, right? That of a crashed Thargoid ship. We love it. It is another relog community. It is. It is. That's exactly what it is. Nothing else you can say about it. That's kind of it.
Frameshift drive charging.
But I'm going to do a few, get myself on the board, and then do something less boring instead. Plus, if I have the energy later, and I've been feeling tired later, I don't know what it was. I had to have a sleep this afternoon. Could be my age, right? Could be my age, I say. We do some deliveries now. Because I enjoyed that. I've been trying to sort of string it out a bit. If that makes any sense. So what are we all thinking about update 8 then? What would you say? Update 8? Is it good?
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
I found it a bit hit and miss, to be honest. Right, let's look for... Who is this? Oh, he's in an assault ship. Well, that's just fab, isn't it? I haven't got that many. I haven't got that many weapons on this. Don't know why I took them off, but I did. Perhaps I should put them back on. I've got a beam laser, and effectively, suck it. Right, let's find a station to go to. Cavalieri. So, what was I saying? What was I saying? Out of sleep. Dropship, deliver us the moon. That's what I was saying. So we are hammering towards that in the ship. There are definitely key binding problems with this. Look, right? I don't know what they've done. They need to bloody address this. Update 8. Just caused me a bit of problems. Key bindings. Rock Row, how's it going? Key binding problems. Terrible frame rates when on services. I'll put my frame rates up anyway, but we're not too fixating on that. We've had problems with that new mission, and indeed missions on foot where just, you know, NPCs are just standing still. What's all that about, right? So I've had those problems. Problems with key bindings as well. So I'm kind of just hoping over the next week it's going to sort itself out. I really do hope it's going to sort itself out. And by that, I mean they need to patch 12.02, or was it 12.03? Because they released a hotfix for the hotfix last week, right? Great, you know, brilliant. They released the patch on, I think it was Wednesday. They had the system tick on Thursday, and then Thursday afternoon, late Thursday afternoon, they said, yeah, right, okay, restart, we've got a fix for some things, but didn't actually fix the problems, I think, that were stinging commanders. People have reported good refresh rates on machines at the lowest scale. I say lower scale, 1050, that sort of stuff, graphics cards. People at the higher end of the scale have had severe problems. And you're like, ah, oh, man, come on, you know? It's been a right pain. But some of this stuff is expected. And we say expected, well, yeah. If you're going to release a patch on a Wednesday, you know, make sure there's staff around to start dealing with some of the problems. Ooh, I like these stations. I really do. I do like these. So in Super Cruise, I've got a problem doing this with the camera. Outside of Super Cruise, not so much. But I do like these stations with the 4 arms, right? I think they're great. Absolutely fantastic, I think they are. Really do look something. Nice planet there. Here we are, Cavalieri. Can I dock, please? Oh, yes, I can.
Request approved. Please head directly for Bay 41.
Doing a bit of scanning as well. So what have I been doing this week? Well, what I've been doing is I've been went to that new base they found. Not the Project Seraph one, the other one, where everyone was turned to mush, the quarantine base. Had a look at that. And a few other things, to be fair, but nothing too heavy. Because I was waiting for the update to come out. Did the new mission, which was quite tough. Right, 41. There it is. You're right, Jules. It is fairly typical, and I think we're getting used to it now. Is it making it any less frustrating, though? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's, you know, people are getting used to it, aren't they? So here we are at Abel's. To the mission board, community goals. We can have a good look at this. Professor Pailin requests deliveries of Thargoid artifacts. And already, 154,000 units have been collected. And they're at Bard Gateway. So we're going to sign up. Jesus, that went up quick. Right, let's have a look. Look at this. They're at tier 5 already. People are dumping the stuff. I think we better get over there. Not that I've got much, to be perfectly honest, but hey, where is it on the system map? Arque. I bet it's miles away. 19 jumps in this. Perhaps not just yet. We'll do some mining of the stuff. And we'll Foxtrot Oscar, I think, what we'll do over there. Otherwise, we're going to miss out. And it's only been running a couple of days, and it's way up there. So, let's do some of this. Nothing there. Let's go... Any of this? Nope. Universal cartographics.
Frameshift charge detected.
I don't know what you think. Everything is taking an absolute age. Right. We've done all that. That. Exit. We're going to go back to... Not going there. We're going to go back to our Thargoid place. Which was HIP 17862. Up we go. And while we get out of the docking port badly, let's have a look at that goal. So, right, so okay, I've done nothing as we can see. He says As well as payment and credits, they're going to offer Grade 5 engineered heavy-duty hull reinforcement packages as an additional award. They're not saying that it's been engineered anywhere else. It's just a heavy-duty hull.
Have a safe journey.
It doesn't say if there's any sort of like fruitiness added to this hull reinforcement package. He wants probes, resin, and sensors. Well, I can get resin, and I've got some sensors, but other than that, not much. And everyone's saying, hey, you know, is he going to have... Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. Between 5 and level 5 is a big jump. You know, it's actually just trying to get on the board to 75%. Would be good, wouldn't it? And what's it going to be imbued with? What engineering additions is it going to have? Back in one moment. And for those of you who like the Hawaiian shirt, as you can see, I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt today, or a Hawaiian shirt today. Is it just going to be a thing, or is it going to be engineered as well? Because if it's engineered, then it's worthwhile going through all this rigmarole. If it isn't, well then, you know.
Frameshift drive charging.
So all I'm doing is going to a Thargoid site with me ship of 34 tons of corrosive cargo, right? Picking up the items. Foxtrot Oscar. However, and here's the big however, is there a better way of doing it than what I'm doing? Yes, you can fly around certain areas and say, yes, I'm going to go and pick up Thargoid sensors from space. There's that way of doing it, right? What about... That's where we're going. What about
Disengaged.
another method? Has anyone else got a better method than this that we could potentially have a go? I mean, I've got my carrier as well in this system. Managed to get it in. Jumped it in. But I'm not sure if there's a better way of doing it. Or what you can actually get. Can you get much from the Thargoid basis? Fish sticks, I think that's part of a message. I don't know. Anyway. So it's interesting, isn't it? You know? And we've got to get ourselves over to the Arque system as well. People are saying, is he making a Thargoid ship? He needs to do something, doesn't he? I think. Commander Simon, how are you doing? How is Elite treating me? Well, I'll show you. If I go to my camera like that, I don't know what it's doing. That's not me. Right? All the bindings in which space are off the wall. Yeah, I'm not going to be too bothered for long. I'm going to do a bit of this, and then I'm going to go and do something else. Don't you worry. I just want to get on the board. I'm not even really that precious about being on the board. Tamburello, how's it going? So, effectively, it's just a log in, log out farming community goal. And you've got to think, well, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why? Baldrin, how are you doing? Celestial Lion, good name. Fish sticks, yes. I agree with you there. Yeah, Simon, the ground missions. Did you have the same problem I was having? I had the same problem straight away. It was a right pain in the derriere. Right, as they say in France. They just sat there, they just stood there. You know? What's all that about? But this is the world we live in. No, well, I haven't checked, to be honest. I haven't checked. Right, that's the... Thargoid signal. Okay, let's try that. Ooh, Conan Exiles, eh? Now there's a game. Good old Deliver Us the Moon. That's something else, isn't it? I love that.
Orbital flight engaged.
So this Thargoid signal here. Don't know what that's going to be. But we'll have a look. That might be the ship. It is the ship. And as we go down and drop in, you can see, right? Planets are nicely rendering. I'm not getting too much of a problem with frame rate. Phaser Ruddock, how's it going, dude? Hope you're doing well. Hi, Mike. So, you know, these community goals, there needs to be a bit more to them, doesn't it? I mean, okay, you're actually getting a module for this. Great, brilliant, fantastic. Good for us. Steve Shaw, how are you? But like, it's as boring as bloody hell, isn't it? Now, you don't get a sensor every time. It's like 1 in 4 times you get a sensor. And there's Thargoid technology components. There's Thargoid resin, which he wants. Oh, the sound's in Elite. Ah, fantastic. So here we are. Let's get the gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Let's get on the ground. See, crashed SRV there. So this is where we are. You can see straight away from our vantage point. Got a canister, don't know what it is. Another canister, and we've got some of these, but they're buried and you can't pick them up. Right? So, it could be, it's a miss. It could be biological matter, it could be technology components. You know, it's a sort of thing. Is there a better way of doing it? I'm farming the sensor site. That's exactly what I'm doing, Mike. It seems to me this is kind of be the only way of doing this goal. And the good thing is that the planets have aligned now, and it's daytime on the site.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Let's go, go, go. Right, we're off, Ski. See, I was reading the chat there and I've crashed. So you said, blah, 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 blah. FD got tired of your support tickets asking where my Thargoid ship was. The last ticket they ended with soon. I have got a cargo resistive cargo hold. I have. What did I get there? Dunno. I got something. We'll have a look in a minute. Here we go. What we got in here? Now, I'm already full of all the sensor fragments. Tech samples we don't want, but we're going to have anyway. Because you just never know. And then... What's that? Biological. So what do we actually get here? Nothing that I wanted. At all. Which is a bit of a shame. So then we do the old elite shuffle. Well, that's the thing, see, Simon, with this game, is that it's like, and you'll appreciate this, it's a bit of a boomerang game, innit? Right? It seems to be always there when you want it. Biological matter. Biological matter. See? Biological bloody matter.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And it makes this slightly better in the Scarab. Now you've got 4 tons of capacity. Is it going to let me under here? Is it? It is. Right, 4. Oh, I hate it when it does this. Yeah, sometimes you need a bit of a break, don't you?
Cargo scoop retracted.
A bit of a break, and then you come back to it, fresh eyes, and oh, I'm going to do that now. So I've been playing Starship Troopers. I got given a press copy of that.
No gravity warning.
Listen to me, press
Cargo
copy.
scoop deployed.
Good old Slytherin games. And I've been playing that. I got the first 10 missions of that, and that's been good. Bit Command and Conquer Generals-esque, right? And it's a good game. Tough, hard. You know, you've got to get everything right. And of course, then last week, I started playing Deliver Us the Moon, which I loved. I played about an hour and a half of that and finally got to the moon. Utterly brilliant. So I'll probably do a little bit more of that today because I really enjoyed it.
Incoming message.
Incoming
Cargo
message.
scoop deployed.
There's an incoming message, everybody. What's my incoming message? Oh, for God's sake. Right. Incoming What's going on here? Right, okay. This game. The focus on that resin. Right, we need that. So we're gonna have it. And of course, you know, this time last week I was in London. Not for the Jubilee. Not for the Jubilee, I hasten to add. And London was ultra busy last weekend. But we were there to go and see Brian May and Adam Lambert. Me and my treacle. And it was brilliant. I mean, what a concert. I haven't really ever been a fan of Adam Lambert. Right? Has to be said. Oh, come on. My God, I ate my words. That guy can sing. Ooh, 3 ton of the resin there. They played a 2.5 hour set, right, all the way through. No breaks. I was thinking, oh, they're gonna have a break now, you know, as some bands do, give you a chance to go and get a t-shirt and what have you, and all the rest of the messing about.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And no, they played 2.5 hours. Ah, yes, it's great. You know, I mean, well, it's kind of what we're stuck with, really. It is good. So, see, what was I saying? So, I mean, after some expensive beer bought in the place, and you know, good effect. Oh my God! They really haven't fixed this, have they? This got Spider SRV here. Right. I think we had about 3 pints, I think, in the place. £15 a round, just me and her. I had to go for a wee, right? And I was a bit annoyed with myself because it was during We Will Rock You. And I like that. But there were 20,000 people giving it all this. As you do, right? It really was good. And we needed a break, right? We needed a break. Well, no, I had a beer. They probably went off and had an orange squash or a Capri Sun, right? Or whatever they have. Glass of water, little bit of honey, and all of that. But like, for the crowd, oh no, we're going to get through 2.5 hours of music, and they did. And they brought on like sort of like big video screens. There was Freddie Mercury on there, and they had timed the harmonies so they had, you know, they could effectively sing along with him. And that was good. That was really good. And they say there's a concert in your, you know, always a concert in your lifetime that you always go back to and say is defining. And for me, it was that one. But then the next day, Capri said, that's the stuff.
Incoming message.
What is this incoming message, my ass?
Cargo scoop deployed.
Resin. You are, look, we're going absolutely orbital now, it would seem, every time you hit a rock. They really do need to sort this out. I got dragged around London by my missus. Highlight of that day, I think, was the Disney shop. Because the Disney stores over here have closed everywhere apart from in London. There used to be one virtually every town, right? But now, you know, we have to wait for either going to Disney in the parks or going to London. Jack Trice, I salute you, Commander. So, what did I find in the Disney shop? Well, when I was over there, I have my R2-D2 mug. You may have seen it on some streams. Right? I like that mug. It's nice, big, heavy, all the rest of it. It was great. But in the parks, these mugs, right? Disney parks, $30. Disney shop in London, same mug, but I got myself a Darth Vader one because, you know, he's all the rage these days. 14 British pounds. I don't care where you are on the exchange rate, right? That's cheaper. Right? That is like super cheaps. Let's get back and drop that off. Jettison all. Yeah, they'll come for me, won't they? So what I thought I'd do is I would jump. I'd jump the carrier. As close as I can to Arque. Well, I'm not going to do too much of this because, well, to be fair, it's boring, isn't it? I just want to get on the board with it.
Drive assist.
Disneyland, Disney. We have it for the Xbox 360 and the version 1 of Connect, and my daughter used to play it. Crazy, isn't it? It's crazy that collaboration with them. There's a few of them we bought, and when the kids went, yeah, I'll just play Mario, or I'll just play Crash Bandicoot, or I'll just play something else, like, you know. Or my son, I'll just play Fortnite. But yeah, you know, it's sort of augmented reality gaming is one of those things. Continue. Solo play. So yeah, you know, it was
Incoming message.
you know, bloody London, innit? Gets up your nose, gets in your ears, is everywhere, London. Fuel, right there. We went past a few petrol stations, and because the tubes are on strike, thank you, tube drivers. Only a couple of overland trains were running. Elizabeth Line was running. Anyway, managed to get to Canary Wharf. Canary Wharf on the Elizabeth Line. Into Tottenham Court Road. Whap, Bond Street, right? Up and down the shops there. Everyone goes on about London. London, 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 London. Right? London, London, London. There's nothing different there than what you can get in any typical high street. Like Harrods. Like back in the 70s, when my parents first took us to London. Right? Harrods. You think, oh my god, look at that. And even Hamleys. Right? Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Toys you can't get anywhere else. Things you can't get anywhere else. Now, these days, with sort of global supply chains, isn't that the case, is it? I mean, would you pay £15 for some Harrods marmalade? For that sort of money, I'd want it to have been made by Paddington Bear. You know? But, oh, now we've got that sound. See, look, we've actually got a sensor. See, there it is in all its glittering glory. We got two. This is the hot tamale. Right? Giving it all that they are. See, so when they spawn, it is quite random. Lovely glow on them. Really do love that glow. Right, let's get picking up then. Scoop in. And I was watching Ghost Giraffe, right? And he was doing something with... forget what it was. Look at this, floating rocks. It's a rock, like a normal rock. It's also a floating rock. What's all that about? Yeah, I watched it. It was good. And he had all these sensors. He put them by a base. And everyone was just going mental with it. Which I thought was good. That would be something to go and try out. Now, people, why am I boarding all the time? Because it won't let me look and transfer my stuff up because of the head orientation on the other screen. So that's why I'm doing
Drive
that.
assist off.
So yeah, I it must have been filtered through Pailin a bit. I know. Bloody. And Mrs. goes, oh, should we buy something to get a Harrods bag? I said, no. I said, if you want a Harrods bag, you buy something. I said, and you can carry the Harrods bag around London because our train was about 4 o'clock. And we were there about 1. I said, let's go for a steak. Let's go for a pint. Let's get to the station. Job done. You know? That's right. That's right, Commander Rocro. It does mark you 1 in 5. So we're saying the Corn Star system. Well, let's have a little look, shall we? How far is that away from where I am? What was it? Was it Constar? Cornstar. That's the stuff. Where is it? Bloody miles away. Absolute miles away. It'll take me ages. I could think about jumping the carrier. Or I could just fill up here in what we got in our inventory. I'm full. And if you hear that sound, there's more sensors there. Right? So what we'll do, we'll get rid of some of this. We'll dump this biological matter. Right? Yeah, I think I'm doing all right where I am. I would spend, you know, hell of a mess. What am I going to get? What am I going to get, really? I'm going to get 36 tons of stuff, right? It's a good idea, don't get me wrong, it's a good idea. I'm not dismissing it, but I'm probably right where I am. Well, what have we got in here then? What's this? Resin! Want some resin. And we know from the hooty sound that there's something in there. Yep, there it is. Thargoid sensor. Don't really want that biological matter, to be honest. Oh no, mate, it's a really good idea. It is a really good idea. I'm not dismissing it. It's just going to take me too long to get there. Exit main menu. So when you're saying the sensor sites on planet or in space? That's the question, isn't it? Fish sticks. Right, what we got here?
Cargo scoop deployed.
Biological matter. Resin. I mean, what I'll probably do is fill my hold with stuff.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Maximum capacity. No idea what I picked up. We're off. Still got floating rocks on the site. And really all I want is resin and sensors, isn't it? You know, that's all you want. Resin and sensors. All the other stuff is much of a muchness. Right, we don't want that. transfer all that to the ship. So at the moment we got 22 tons of it, which I don't think's really... And those are the sites with crash ships. Well, do you know what we could do? We could try it, right? We could try it. Transfer all to ship. That's what we got in there. What we'll do is board the ship. As we're boarding, we'll schedule a jump with the carrier. How many carriers are in that system?
Drive assist off.
Navigation. Ooh, navigation's what we need. Corn. Saw. Can we get close with this? We can. Shit, we're off. Right in, Commander. Like I said, I'm not that precious about this. Let's put our flipper down. Let's get to the carrier. Get to the carrier. Get to the chopper. There it is. Bouncing around a bit, aren't we? Yeah, record breaker. That's watching. Why is it pick? I do like this ship. Nick Cody. Cheers, Nick. I used to fly this a lot. It was perhaps the first ship I had that had prismatic shields on it, right? Way back when. And I've had it for years. Years and years. It's like, it was my go-to ship. I don't know why, because they're pretty useless. But I just like the idea. It looked like an alien's dropship. Didn't it? I suppose I really should be using things like assault ships and all that. I suppose you could do without doing that, Mike. But here's the thing. Right? Here's the thing. If you don't have it, your systems are going to start corroding. Right? And it takes a bit of time to do these missions. So, I mean, I've got one. I've got one on here. I've got 30 tons of something, but I got basically 22 tons of things that are worthwhile. And 8 tons of things that aren't. Now, it doesn't affect the carrier, which is good, right? Yeah. Hang on. No, I'm still going. We're still flying. Look at that. That's some grainy stuff, that is. I do like this ship. Just looks something. Might not be, but it looks something. It's just taking a little while to get there, isn't it? I've got on this. I've got class 5, and I got a class 2 or 2 class 2s. Something like that. Oh, look at that! I am being hyperdicted. Oh no! Who is it? Savaccio Bach. Sounds like a Russian Welshman. Jog on, Charles. Then, of course, once I get my stuff, let's face it, I might get 64 tons, right, by the end of this. Let's look at this realistically. I'll drop it off. I might be in the top 75%. I might not. Nobody knows. Incidentally, who's watching on Trovo? Give a shout out in the chat. Because that's a new platform I'm on, right? And to be fair, I don't get many people watching it. But it's one of the options that were given by default by Streamlabs. I thought, hey, why not? Let's have a go, have a look on that. So yeah, I agree with Commander Rocro there. You know, the damage is going to stack up. You'd probably do it if you were quick, but more than likely you would have so much corrosion damage, it wouldn't be funny. It'd be, you know? J to disengage. Here's the carrier. Yes, the carrier has indeed scheduled a hyperspace jump. We know because we scheduled it.
Docking request accepted. Maintain an appropriate speed during approach.
I mean, these community goals, I mean, as weak as they are, right? And it is weak. They need a new format of in-game goal here, right? I would say, oh, it gives you something to do. Oh, it just accentuates the grind. But it does, I suppose, give you something to do. Ah, I went too far. Of course, every man and his dog's got a fleet carrier these days, isn't he? Especially after the community goal, with all that tritium people were trading. Not me, mate. I didn't trade any tritium. I kept all my tritium on my carrier. And I'll tell you why. I don't want my carrier being part of the mass sort of like petrol shortage or tritium shortage that I'm sure, right? 9 billion, yeah, that I'm sure is going to hit. There's not much tritium around at the moment. Behold the interior of Ricardo Gaming's carrier.
Magnetic contact active.
Nice to get out and about every now and again. We've got our ship there. Of course, I really should have offloaded all my stuff first, shouldn't I? And they say they fix things. There's no getting out of there, is there?
Science. Founded on truth.
I mean, it's a high stool. Granted, then they're on the stool, but they're off the table. It's like when your kids get on your bar stools and go sort of like. Tss, tss. I think they're funny, don't they? Right? Oh, well, you made some bank then, didn't you? Look. Look. What's all that about?
Looking for something, Commander?
Oh, dear. Mag boot floor malfunction, but oh, look at this poor sausage. You can barely see your iPad. What have we got? 6 minutes. Incidentally, can I get through there now? But it's my ship. There's cellulite there on the bottom. Now I think I've fallen. I thought I fell through. Right, let's go. Let's see what the other layabouts are doing then. Talking of layabouts,
I'll
well,
avoid
you ain't going to
conflict
get
if I
into more
can,
work, are you?
but I've
Stuck
invested in a
bloody
fair bit
floor.
of weaponry. You can never be too safe.
He's hovering.
We've all had a few close calls.
It's our marine. People on a high at the bar. Oh, you got it there. Oh, yes. So if you haven't seen it, on my video I put out this week, about you can use this screen now. Right, so when you sit down, right, and then you lament these layabouts doing nothing. You can actually use this for carrier management. See? Which is alright. Yeah, he's sitting like he's on a booster seat, or she, as I should say. And then there's another screen you can interact with. Not that one, because that would be too easy, wouldn't it? But you can interact. It's gone! Someone's nicked the telly. Look at this. Good grief. There should be a telly there. Someone's had my telly away. Well, to be fair, I don't know what to say about this. Know what I mean? Wonder if you can stay here. We'd be better off, wouldn't we? Know what I mean? Check for the telly with the barman. Tell her to check the cargo hold. Someone's doing dodgy deals. Hey, yeah, see that flat screen in the ready room? Yeah, we've had that. Anyway. I got a sneaky feeling I'll step into the deck plates then. I seem a bit low down. Let's sit in the cheap seats. There we are. 3 minutes to go. Suspended services.
Attention.
Oh.
Carrier has entered pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
Behold the carrier in all its redness. Really, you should be able to sit down wherever you want, whether it's in the bar or everywhere. But look at that. Stuck in the bloody floor, man.
Landing pads retracted. Hangar bays secured.
Oh, concert was fantastic, Paul. I was talking about it earlier. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks for asking. 1 minute 54. Thing is, for the amount that this thing is costing, right? You want someone at that terminal, don't you? And it could do with terminals at the back. You want a full bridge, not this bunch of levitating herberts by here. I mean, look at this. got their gloves. Everything, yeah, Michael Jackson. Oh, look out. I've clicked through something.
Task confirmation is acknowledged. All vents are prepared for hyperspace.
What's it doing? Look at it. I have absolutely no idea, Commander Birdman. Absolutely no idea at all whatsoever. But we're going to do a jump. I'm just interested to see if it'll let me do a jump from here. And on Commander Fishstick's recommendation, we're off to the Cornsar system. So we've all got someone to blame if it doesn't work out. Joking. It's only a game. Here we go, something's happening. They're spinning up the drives. 17 seconds. We're still stuck in the floor. Lights have gone dim. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Ah, yeah, and it just switches out of the camera and we get a decent view. I haven't seen it from this angle before. Nice big window. Well, at least I can't watch the telly in my ready room, can I? Because someone's nicked it. But, see, with all the Thargoid stuff on board, that's what you want. Thargoid coolness. And with these ships, you typically want something where you need to arrange the batteries on the ship. Invest some of those hard-earned credits we've all got. And have anti-xeno weapons, have missiles, have this, have that. So that if someone tries to mug you off, you can destroy them. Are we there yet? I'm pretty sure that's not the sequence. It is now.
Carrier jump successful. Telemetry checks in progress.
You may now leave your seat.
Attention. Carrier lockdown has ended. All services have resumed.
Well, good for us. I wonder if the telly's made a reappearance. Photographing puffins, good man. I'm just interested. It's back. It's back, everyone. It's back. The TV is back. And you'll also notice that everyone's now in their seats. It's all about immersion. That's what it's all about. Yeah, but the ability to upgrade, I think, you know, should be a thing. My microphone volume is low. Is anyone else finding that? How's this? Is that better? People in the chat, have you got a give me a beat on the microphone volume? Is that better? Cool, brilliant. I don't know what's going on there. I think the kids are in here messing about. That's funny, most people just turn my voice off. If that's the case, what I can do, I can do this. How's that? Yes, there you go. Now it's better. There you go. Betty Streamlabs messing about again. Right. Okay, so what I gotta do, I'm gonna offload. I'm going to offload my stuff. See, I haven't got much, right? Transfer all to carrier. Confirm. So I've got 29 actual units of stuff. Oh, the game was about the same. Yeah, people are messing around with all this stuff, man. Okay, right, here we go. Launch. We're all old here, mate, I tell you what. It's a bit of an old person's game. It's not for the young whippersnapper. Right, where are we going? Let's turn fleet carriers off then, shall we? Oh, look at all this. They're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. Let's go to that one, because it's close. A crashed Thargoid ship? Well, I never. I do like the inside of this ship. It just seems functional and very military, and I've got things strapped in because they're very important. Bit of flickering going on with the light. Right. Jumpy jumps. Cornsar A3, coordinates 1279. Well, there you have it. We'll have a look when we get there. So we're off. Went past that quick, didn't we? Lupusing. So we're coming up on the planet. Here we go. It is, yeah, you're right there. It is the set of Salvation's First Massacre. It's a nice looking place to be, isn't it? Look at it. Right, we need to get a good angle on this. That's about 30 degrees, I think. Angle of descent. Well, 40 degrees. I like it, you know, it is good how all this stuff just fills the screen, doesn't it? You know, it's a great, look at that, all this blue on the planet, you know. We're going in. Well, yes. In fact, just for you, I'm going to put on my... Anatomus suit. There is the ship. And I reckon these crash sites are going to be the same. Basically the same as where I was. Ooh, it's a bit rocky. See, you all thought it was going to crash. Yeah. Didn't say I landed properly, but you all thought it was going to crash. Can't land anywhere. But yeah, you know. Incidentally, what's here? Looks like absolutely knob all. Well, that one hasn't, does it? Okay, let's go to the next one. I mean, what we could do, incidentally, exit, exit. Continue. Solo. Let's see if it spawns with something. Here we go. Nothing, nothing. Kind of looks like a massive spider coming out of the ground, doesn't it? Right. Well, that's that one, isn't it? So let's go to the next one. No, I use Coral Video Studio, and I have done for years. Back when it was ULEAD Video Studio. I just find it better. Sometimes I use Camtasia. It all depends if things are messing me about, which they do from time to time. I did think about switching to Sony Vegas, but then I decided against it. Don't ask me why I did, but I just decided against it. So here we go. So the Corsair system, as you can see, there's loads of it. Look at it. More than you can shake a stick at. Right, where is it? There it is. Good angle of descent. We'll try this now. See if we're lucky. Or if we're not lucky. What do you think? Are we going to be lucky or not? It's been hit and miss, isn't it? This is minus 25, minus 34. Who knows? We're rolling in. So who's watching on Trovo then? Huh? Interesting. I want to know who's watching on Trovo. That's the green tea. See, somebody's logged on to. I'm just interested. I don't care. I'm not going to persecute anyone. I just want to know who it is. Oh, I got the shirt on today. I've got a few of these for holiday. And I'm going on holiday, not next week, the week after. So I'll be away for a week. Nice Bulgaria and all the rest of it. And, got some of these. My missus not happy. Don't care. Now, we have got things here. Pods. You know? I know if we logged out and logged back in again, we would have different items. But pretty much same old, isn't it? There's no real difference. You know, it's for what we're getting. All dead bits of Thargoid, look. Buried SRV. Yeah, exactly. Look at this. Woo. You'll know if there are sensors by the triple ship scan detected. Yes, I know. Though not on this occasion. However, it might be worthwhile landing and having a look. But I know there's no sensors there. I understand. I get it before anyone starts having a go. But, we're going to be able to land somewhere as well, isn't it? Ideally. Let's land round the back. That's flat. Ish. Yes. Get it on the deck. Oh, for God's sake. I just want to land the ship. And a frost exy. Yeah, let's go another one. Bollocks to this. Let's go to that one next to Bio's Origin. Might as well. Can't be arsed with all of that. Like, you know, what spawns there will change. Yeah, Jasper, that's where I was. I was just there. And we jumped over. I mean, this system is absolutely crawling. Crawling with Thargoid crash sites. Get around the other side of the planet. Truth be said, I'm not particularly honest. I want to get my name on the board for the community goal so that it says I took part. Don't care if I don't care if I get the modules. Yep. We'll try another one. It's all going to be deck. Get the lights on. I did think it. Well, everyone is thinking that it's hybrid ships. How much is that going to cost? Given they just released a hell of a lot of credits into the economy, 5 billion, I think. Could be, couldn't it? You all thought I was gonna crash.
Landing gear deployed.
Bugger all here. Just rocks and crap. All in darkness. No, I don't. I have Vince. I built Vincent, 3D printed him. And I always said I would build a Bob as well. Then my printer started playing up. And, but where the hell am I going to have that? And for a while I had it in my living room. My missus was going mental. Utterly mental. And, you know, kind of was what it was. So I got rid of my printer, gave it to a good friend of mine. At least who he will work with. And I printed an R2-D2, I printed a Vincent, I printed a C-3PO, printed a life-size Kenner Boba Fett. I thought, where am I going to put this stuff? You know, strangely addictive. And you get more failures than you get success, to be fair. Especially with those printers. And there's about 3 years old. So, the coordinates for the one that you said was... 12 minus 79. So it'll be on the other side of this planet. We'll have a look anyway. If not, everyone's having a good idea on how not to do it. -12 minus 7, we're going to go up this way. And we've got one right there, so, you know, I mean, we can just... Where is it? I'm heading right for it. Let's get up a bit more. So we can get a good angle of descent. Right next to two large canyons. See, it might be different on console. We're coming in steep. No, nothing there, and you can tell there's nothing there because there's no SRV. Well, bollocks to that. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's the thing, see? They're different. I've actually spawned... I've gone from Horizons to Odyssey, and the mesh is different. I've actually been in the ground. Spawned from one point in Horizons, spawned in Odyssey, been inside a mountain. Either way, it is what it is. At least I've got 28 tons. But you never know, might be more than a lot of commanders. I don't know. Okay, so we are leaving that planet behind. Even though there's a load on there, I don't mind telling you. Good planet. And we're heading towards this one. So to those of you who just joined the chat, welcome. Hope you're doing all right on this lovely Sunday. No, don't worry about it. I don't care. Don't bother me. I'll have. I'll pay the whack. What are we doing? Let's go for this one. You're very kind. Very kind. Uni the Elder. Oh, don't feel bad. It's just gameplay, isn't it? That's what the game is. It's just gameplay. You win, you lose. You know, that's the dynamic of the game. It's no great shakes. I'm not bent out of shape about it. Okay, let's try this one. There's a few on this planet. Look at that. We'll just try the first one. Slightly different. Got a bit of green going on in this planet now. Bit of a white and green ensemble. It's true. I do this messing about, so you don't have to.
Orbital flight engaged.
We going in, boys. Well, yeah, rumour has it it's going to be a Thargoid ship, isn't it? I would just settle for some weapons that bloody well work. I mean, I'm useless at doing these Thargoids, unless Simon and Mike and Commander Okro are with me. Other than that, then I'm brilliant. You know, it's good to do it with friends. But, like, there's been I watched Burpitt's video as well, and he was going on about how there was a ship came in briefly and then left and all the rest of it. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I'm sure somebody would have mined it out of the data in the game by now, like people have for this SRV. Really, I'm being scanned. You know what that means, don't you? It means I've crashed. Hey, stop. Shields are offline. Drastic flipping frame rate loss. And we can see them glittering. Look, look, I'll show you the glitter. See? There they are, look. Doo-ba-doo-doo. That's the sound. Now, if that's not a good thumbnail for the video, I don't know what is. But that, right? That, everyone, is what we're looking for. Well, that and resin as well, right? And you can shoot them and you can get sensor fragments if you want. You know? But that typically is what we're looking for. And it's set in a nice place. Look at that. You got that sort of like yellow to green atmosphere. And look, everybody. It's something to use that Artemis suit for. You can scan stuff. Ooh. Bloody right. Let's get the cargo. Let's get let's get on the deck. Landing gear deployed. There, so we can see what we're doing. Right. Let's land the ship. And we're down. Right, here we go. Let's get on with it. Oh, I've hurt my arm. Anyone here a doctor? No strength in my arm. Must be tennis elbow. Oh, look at this. Right. Look at this, 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 look at this. Disembowel.
Drive assist off.
Now, how often do I get to do this? Oh, sampling, baby. In some respects, I do miss the little game that came with this. Fontacula Capital, whatever that was. And there's some over there, and there's some over there. I wonder if I can get that by doing that then. Yeah, let's get in the old thing and have a trundle around. Look at them, they're everywhere. Good colour of SRV, that. Really good colour of SRV. Right, let's get your scoops down.
Cargo scoop deployed.
There you go, scoop deployed. And we're off. So those of you who don't know, or are new to the stream, I typically play this on my monitor that I'm looking at in 4K. All the graphics set to high and ultra and that. So I've got a 3080 and I've had loads of problems. We all know the problems. And then I downstream it using Streamlabs.
Drive assist off.
so I can share my experience with you lot. See these? Sensor fragments, I reckons. That there is what we're after. Now the commander's twitching a bit. Don't know why he's twitching. There's definitely a nervous twitch going on there, isn't there? Hmm? Anyway, I died. Don't get too close to him. Did you know that? I didn't. So after all that, I've just died. Yes, Steve, I know I died. I do this so you don't have to. Back in orbit. Oh, where is it? There. Don't get too close to him. Well, I didn't have my shields on. Right there, Alpha. And I know I'm just coming straight down on this. You watch, there'll be nothing there now. I think I got 2 SRVs. They probably know this. Or unshielded commanders. Okay, so we've got something with... Right, we're down. Oh, dear God. We land now. Anyway. Always carry 2. Right, let's not mess about then. Right then, so we've got the old triple shout, haven't we? We've had the triple shout. See what we got here? Sensor fragments, we got all of them. But it's not sensor fragments he wants sensors. You like that one? Exactly. There's tap it, wrap it before you tap it. That's what they say. Get to the ship. I wonder how long this goal's actually going to go for. Like, you know, people are obviously there offloading all their gear. I mean, that could be what he's after, couldn't it? He'd be saying, ah, right, okay, it could be Thargoids. It could be something to protect the on-foot commander. Now they decided that it's, you know, it might not be about space. Don't know, do you? It could be something. Not everyone's thinking, oh, we're going to get a Thargoid human ship, and we might. I'm not saying that's not what we're going to get. It might be something for the on-foot commander instead. Because let's face it, if it was something in game, they'd have to put it in for Horizons commanders. Dare I say it, all you Horizons commanders. Whereas they put it in for Odyssey, like for the on-foot side of things. This could be what they're doing. I mean, it'd be a shame, but are they going to put a new mesh and new ships in the game? They've said they've kind of stopped development with it, haven't they? Oh, sensors. I put in resin.
Drive assist off.
Sensors.
Retracted.
Do 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 do. Sensor. Trade. Buy. There you go.
Drive assist on.
Right. What were we doing? That's right. We're collecting this guff, weren't we? Cargo scoops.
Cargo scoop deployed.
$1.8 million up. Bloody hell. I suppose this is what you have to do. You want those things in game. It's the grind. We all know it.
Cargo scoop
We all do
deployed.
it. I'm gonna go and scan them. Oh, don't worry about it, but thank you very much. Disembark.
Drive assist off.
Little bit of alien scanning for you as well, look. That's one sample done. Compressed amethyst. Real. It's getting that. Now, I don't think that's going to be far enough away. Yeah, you know what? I think, mate, Alpha, sorry. Alpha, I think... I see what you're saying. I think it could well be wishful thinking, though. Development will stop. If it is a nuke, because that's a lot of work to do on the console, isn't it? I'm going to be too close here. I know I'm going to be too close. I hope so. I mean, I hope it is. No. Insufficient genetic diversity. All the way over there. I reckon that'll be alright. These ones over here will be spot on the money. Or at least should be.
Drive assist off.
Oh, you having a laugh? Come on. Well, I gotta go all the way over there. I'm gonna have to go all the way over there, aren't I? It's bloody miles away from over there. Oh, I think community goals. Yeah, I just don't know. New ship? Nice, wouldn't it? What I think the game needs is SRV customization. Or at least Scorpion customization. Right? Reason why I say that, because you've got all this stuff here in Odyssey with the oh, still? You having a laugh? Bloody planes, trains and automobiles to get this done, isn't it? Yeah, there's one over there, look. And if that isn't far enough away, then I don't know what is.
Drive assist off.
Yay! That's the second one we got. Look how far we've come. I just want to get a picture of these. It's pretty good, isn't it? You know, in regards to video and what have you. So I got to record new footage. For some of the videos that I do. Guardian FSD and not a Guardian FSD booster. You're more likely, I think, to get some sort of like Guardian hull plating. Like you get military and refractive and all the rest of it. You're more likely to get something based on the Thargoid that way. I would say. I just don't know. I just think a Guardian ship. The way things are going. We might. I just don't know. Where's the ship? Over there. That's where we're going. My computer's doing too much. Doesn't like recording video like this when I'm doing down all the other work I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, do you know what? It's worthwhile waiting, isn't it? I mean, if you like the game, and we're all here. We all like the game.
Cargo scoop.
Then it is going to be worthwhile, isn't it? You know it is. Yeah, I think a caustic resistant suit is more likely what we're going to get. And if you need one of those... Like, I'm surprised the Artemis suit hasn't got that sort of built in. Because it's not only going to... If you look at it from a lore point of view, you're not... These things aren't the only sort of, like, weird thing you're going to come in contact with. I still think it's a blatant rip-off of Aliens, this is, mind, isn't it? You know, it's H.R. Geiger all day long. You know, see, we got the old sensor fragment there, and we got hundreds of those. Well, 100. Actually, we've got 100 of them. Back to the ship. It's like I'm really surprised they got away with such a blatant rip of what looks like to be, you know, a H.R. Geiger ship, especially the bases we originally encountered. I think it's worthwhile, I think, having a look at the bases again, you know? Guardian SRV? And what do we all reckon that's going to look like then? We've already got a new SRV. Well, yeah, it's got to be a Guardian weapon, because there are some weapons they haven't listed, haven't they? So there's got to be something to do with all that. Guardian suit, Guardian weapons. What would the Guardian suit have you look like?
Scoop deployed.
That's a question. Ship launch skimmers. Well, I mean, think about it this way. If we were going to have a Guardian, human Guardian ship, human, or a Guardian slash human slash Thargoid hybrid ship, right? Let's cover all the bases, right? Then having a launch swarm, and there's all the lore as well, right? So what are the changes to the actual commander, you, the commander, that you'd have to take place in? Right? If they do this right, and all the lore has just not been words, right, and logs and stuff, then if you look at what INRA's been doing, they've had to genetically modify the commanders at their bases to interface with the Thargoid ships that they've appropriated. So if there was to be a Thargoid ship, a human Thargoid ship, what changes to you, the commander, would there need to be? To fly it, would you have to undergo a process where you've got to get genetic repair mods or whatever? Or would it be genetic repair meds, to change you back so that you don't need to use Guardian technology? Or would you need the other stuff that alters your genetics, and I forget what they're called now, but they're in game, enough of those, deliver all of them, right? In order to modify you, the commander, so you could fly the ship. Now that would be a good bit of in-game. Not that anyone from Frontier listens to my streams, I'm pretty sure of that. But like, do something in-game. Get commanders to choose a path. Well, exactly. What we're more likely to get is a new suit, right? But if that suit meant something that you could, if you wore that suit, then a new flight suit, right? You could then fly with that flight suit a Thargoid human ship. Because you listen to all the lore, they were all changed with this and that and injected with this, that and the other, weren't they? Right? Then that would be a bit of in-game. That would keep people going. And make it so it's not a grind, as in get 20 of these. Travel here. Get that. Get a specimen of this stuff we got on the screen here, whatever this is, right? Put it behind the in-game, not sort of like, you know, what am I trying to say? Say, for example, right, go over to this planet, scan this, or find this, right? And then go somewhere else, and then do that. And then that way, in my opinion, right, players have achieved something in-game. If it's just like, well, go and buy one with like 50 million credits, well then, that's going to be a bit naff. If you put it behind, go here, visit that, kill this Thargoid, get that heart, get this amount of resin, go to these planets, sample all this fauna, go to that gadget site. Make it a challenge, make it a quest. Then, in my opinion, that would be worthwhile doing. Of course, there's always going to be people who charge around and go, yes, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it in 24 hours, right? And hats off to them, because they're superhuman. And I'm not sure I could do it. I'm not sure I could do that. But there's always going to be people who do it. Yeah, a bit like that, Jules. You're right. I know I didn't think of all of this myself. I'm sure I saw it on a film somewhere. But yeah, a bit like that. And if you wanted to go... And that would let you sort of like fly Thargoid ships with this specific flight suit. And that way then you get commanders who can fly the ships with a normal flight suit, but they only last 5 minutes. So you have to get a new flight suit. Or you only last an hour. Or something like that. Right? So it gets people to say, right, I've got to achieve that flight suit. I've got to buy that flight suit. I've got to get these rare materials. That, I think, would be good. But like I say, not that anyone from Frontier listens to me and my ramblings. Right, here we are again then. What we got? Right. Well, it could be, couldn't it? Think of all the other items you could have in a human Thargoid ship. So you would have the Thargon Swarm as a weapon. You'd have lightning. Would you be able to retrofit it with, I don't know, Guardian weapons? AX weapons. Pfft, AX weapons. You know, there's so many things they could do with it and take it down a route. How effective a Thargoid ship's going to be against other Thargoids? Are they all aiming up to a Thargoid civil war? For ages, right, we've had in-game, there's been that, oh, well, there's two different factions of Thargoids. Right? There's ones that are not hostile and there are ones that are. Do you side with the ones that are typically peaceful against the other ones? And that brings in another whole dynamic of the game. The rest of the, the original game just carries on ticking along as normal. And if you want to get involved in this Thargoid civil war, then you get yourself over to a sector of the galaxy, let them have it, and as it does now, and on occasion, the Thargoids stray into the bubble, right, and they get another pasting. What do we do? Are you going to get more weapons from Salvation? I'm thinking, is it going to be an energy bomb, a Thargoid-tuned energy bomb? Now, those commanders who are old like me will remember from the original game that there was an energy bomb. What you did, I pressed the E key, right? If you had one of these, and it was something like, I don't know, 100,000 credits, something daft like that. You're being pursued, loads of ships, press the E key, right? That was it. It would destroy all the hostile ships in the area. Can't remember if it worked on Thargoids in the original game, because they were the tough cookie, right? Even back then. So, there's plenty of ideas, and I haven't even been drinking. Yep, exactly. Are you enjoying all the Star Wars stuff, Mark Smith? Obi-Wan, good stuff. I think I've watched every episode of that, all 4 episodes, about 2 or 3 times. Because I'll watch it by myself, right? Then I'll watch it with my missus. Then I'll watch it with the kids, right? And it's bound to be one of the kids who hasn't seen it. So then I'll end up watching it again, so the 4th time. But I've really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. But yes, you're right, Jules. And fish sticks, yes, exactly, right? A way to EMP those bugs. But there has to be a cost of that. Have another beer, it's almost making sense. I'm trying to be good today and not have anything. It's too late to get, beach ready with this body, mate. But all I'm saying is that, you gotta, gotta abstain every now and again. But it's true. Think about it that way. So, change your flight suit. Anti-Thargoid weapons for your ground combat. Join a Thargoid civil war. Pick a side. And align yourself with a side. And that could then affect the background simulation. Weapons on the Thargoid ships. Go. Right, so we got the Lightning. We got the Thargoid swarm, the Thargons. Right? And they were Thargons. Well, they don't call them Thargons. Caustic missiles. There's the pulse that just neutralizes everyone. Can you imagine flying into a combat zone with your Thargoid / interceptor? What you're more likely to get is some sort of scout, right? Anyway, let's say it's a Cyclops hybrid. Drop into a combat zone. Deploy the thing, right? Then your buddies drop in. Pew, 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 pew. Game over. Innit? Game over. But how cool would that be? But then, like I say, Thargoid weapons working against other Thargoids, I don't know. How effective would they be? I imagine they would be. Yeah, that's a good idea, Rokro. That's a really good idea. So, no one does anything in the game. Right, okay, Thargoid's taking over. Then I think what you're going to get is people not going and doing it on purpose, right? And having the game completely change just so the game is different. Does that make sense? Could be, couldn't it? I mean, that would drastically change, you know, the dynamic and the simulation of the game. Whereas all the hardware, I mean, okay, so let's imagine it gets so far, the core systems, Sol, and all the rest of it, right? Lathe, they all get overrun. That's the game changed forever, isn't it? What's the way back from that? Perhaps not major stations in major sections, but perhaps, you know, outposts. How come outposts are surviving this Thargoid onslaught? That's another one, isn't it? I'm just going to board the ship, and I'm going to go and get some Ukrainian beer and support the war effort. Because you got me thirsty now, I've been talking. I'm going to be... right back. I have returned. Okay, what are we talking about then? Yes, Inset was going to be the go-to troll ship. Just drop into a conflict zone, EMP, run. Yeah, but if you make these EMP bombs, right, tough enough or expensive enough, then people make him 1 billion, right? Whap. Make him 1 billion. That will save people capping him off all the time. And it should be okay, innit? And make it so. I think this was what it was in the game. If you had an EMP, no, an energy bomb, right? And you died, it wasn't part of standard ship. It wasn't part of the standard ship equipment. And it wouldn't respawn with your ship, like your military lasers and all the rest of it. So make it like that, right? Store it on your fleet carrier. Right, I'm gonna have that energy bomb. Away we go. Could be, couldn't it, Jules? Or we are solving the Elite Dangerous Galaxy problems today.
Low gravity warning. Cargo scoop deployed.
Got 18 or 21 tons of... See, it's just a long old process, this is, isn't it? But, you know, it's kind of enjoyable. It's what we're doing. So I wonder when we're going to get another artefacts then.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Sensor fragments, plenty of those laying around. Okay. Thargoid sensor. I didn't have the cargo scoop down. I didn't have the cargo scoop down. And now I can't get it. Because it's got under there. Jesus. Have you been drinking? Yes. Check out the 3-point turn. Oh well. This is Odyssey. Is what this is. Samuel Betances? Betance? Lager.
Cargo scoop deployed.
I loves it, I do. Cargo hold at maximum velocity. Right, here we go. Toxic damage on life support. We are corroding the airlines. They've got to do something more with the Thargoids, because at the moment they're just kind of a hindrance. It's neither here nor there. I know the Odyssey release didn't quite go as planned. I mean, would this be under the guise of Odyssey? Or would it be Elite Dangerous Thargoids? Or Elite Dangerous, the Xeno Wars? Because Odyssey's not going to be the mark of the game. I mean, we've had Elite Dangerous, we've had Elite Dangerous Horizons, we've had Beyond, right? Then we've had Odyssey, right? What's the next iteration of the game going to be? And you know, I suppose fix this first, and then we say, "Oh, right, no, we're gonna deploy this. It's gonna be Elite Dangerous Xeno Wars, say for example, right? People are gonna go, oh yeah, why don't you fix the other part of the game first? There's always going to be that going on because it's been so horrendous, isn't it? I mean, they are very lucky so many people have stuck with them, I think. Well, think about this, Jules, right? You're saying your EMP be housed in starports or outposts, right? So let's say starports. So the Thargoids are coming, and the EMP runs on, I don't know, combine harvesters, and, for want of a better thing, combine harvesters and guardian weapon components. Let's just say that. So that you need a shipment of those, and then at a set time, right, it'll activate and then destroy all the Thargoids in system, and all the commanders in system can then pick up the Thargoid materials, right? That would be something, wouldn't it? Now that would be a community goal, that you think you're actually part of fighting a war. Oh yeah, we had the return. But they never actually returned though, did they?
Cargo scoop deployed.
You know what I mean, don't you? They never actually returned from anything. We just found them. We just found their bases, right? It's like... It kind of needs to be... It needs to be more. I mean, they have the opportunity to make a game. I mean, look how No Man's Sky has evolved. In all fairness to them, I mean, they've done a bang-up job. I mean, I thought that wasn't going to get off the ground. But old Sean What's-His-Face, I mean, he had a vision and he stuck to it. And you've got undersea, and then you add different plants, and then you add effectively fleet carriers, and then all these things. Right? I mean, the ships are a bit... aren't they? You know? If they did something with the ships, I think you'd have a bang-up game. Even to the point where they've already had... Is it Sean Fuller? Anyway. Even to the point where you've had your xenobiology in there. They're on some good shit. I tell you that for nothing. And you got to think, well, it seems to be a parallel roadmap at some stage to what Elite Dangerous has had and what No Man's Sky has had, right? I wonder what's happened there. I don't know. I'm not insinuating anything. I just think, well, it seems a bit... What am I doing? Oh, I'm back.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Well, yeah, exactly. But it needs to be a bit more than that. Like wrecked ships floating in space. Thargoid hearts floating in space. That you could get in there and just get one. So it's all good stuff. I'm not saying it isn't. You just need to have more of it. Look at this. 2 hours, 29 minutes. And I've got about 40 of the things. It's nice, light, happy lager, this is.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Okay.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Cargo hold at maximum. Well, there's always been talk of, well, why hasn't Frontier Developments put the graveyard at Tionisia in? Right? It was in the Dark Wheel. That's how the guy got his original Cobra Mark III. I believe. They pinched one, didn't they? Why they haven't put that in the game, God only knows. Why an integral part of the lore. The lore of Elite Dangerous lore, that is.
scoop retracted. Cargo scoop deployed.
You know, there should be big battles that have been in systems. There should be all the wreckage still there. In-game artifacts. We've seen wreckage of sites before, when the Thargoids first turned up and, you know, they dispatched all their huge capital ships. There needs to be a bit more sort of continuity in the game, I believe. You know, I think that's kind of where I believe it would be going. This might be our biscuits. I didn't get that then, did I? So yeah. Yeah. You know, it's
Scoop deployed.
it's one of those things. I mean, the game, you know, as it stands, stabilization, see off this azimuth thing,
At maximum
right?
capacity.
And then move on. I mean, some say this is the crown jewel of their, you know, of their gaming thing. It's got a great following, great community. Crack on with it. And, you know, there you go. Do more. Release content, paid content. You know, here's a DLC. Pay for it. I'd buy it. I've had hours of fun out of this. Bloody hell. I bought the season pass way back. Bloody hell, it's kept me... It's been the best £100 I spent. Ever. For enjoyment on a game. Right, I think I can get one more in there. I think I'll 36 hull. Can't remember. Oh, definitely. Best some of the best. Bouncy, how's it been? Oh.
Drive assist off.
I think I got it.
Detected. Cargo scoop retracted.
Oh, I can get 2 more tons of stuff. 6 seconds. What am I in danger? I'm in a bloody danger zone. What am I in danger zone for? There's no one here. Or is there? The ghosts of fallen Thargoids. Let's go and get 2 more. And then back to the carrier. Where are we? Back to the carrier.
Cargo scoop deployed.
No, I want to go forwards. Back to the carrier, and then we'll jump to the Arque system. Man, I squeaky joystick. Ooh, misses. Better use some lube. It's just 7 years. I've certainly had the use out of this X52, and I would buy another one. I'm not sure I'd go to another joystick. I think I might be just disappointed. But I'm pretty sure technology has come a long way since. there's been lots of sort of left storylines, isn't there, that have never really developed into anything. Rogue AI, you know, all that sort of stuff. They really have, you know, had some good ideas. Well, that's just, they've just taken a piss out of Battlestar Galactica there, haven't they? You know it and I know it. The great civil war against AI. And when are we going to see AI ships?
Drive assist off. Cargo scoop retracted. Landing gear retracted.
Right, we're going to mark this site. Cornstar A4. Where are we? We're there. Don't think I can. Because it's a site, isn't it? I can't mark it. Anyway, Fleming survey. Let's go. You're on PS4. Welcome, PS4 Commander. So, Matt, what laptop would be good to play Elite Dangerous on? I don't know. I mean, some of the laptops are coming with 2080 graphics cards on them, aren't they? And that's still, theoretically, the 4080 is coming early next year. That's going to be 2 generations behind, but it should at least play it. I don't know. The people in chat might be able to help you. I mean, my kid, he bought a laptop with a 1050 in it, right? That's probably not going to hack it in the future, I would say. You might play it now on full power, but I don't know about in the future. So go for something with the best graphics card on it you possibly can, I would say. That sounds like a great laptop. So I would definitely go with something that's got the best graphics card possible. But let's just take a moment and marvel at this planet we've just been on. Yes, the ship. But look at that. Okay. We're off skis. It's the carrier. Right, where have we got to go? We got to go to the Arque system, haven't we? Where's that from here? AR. Arque. That seems a long way away. Ooh, I can actually get in there. Bloody hell. We're off. Well, I got 64 gigabytes of RAM on this, and I got a 3080 RTX Supreme with 10 gigabytes of memory on it. BioCuda SSDs, you name it, bang. And it's an i9 10900. That's what I've got. And generally, everything's fine. Unless this game sucks resources. Sucks resources. Exactly. And £1,200 to buy on a laptop. That's big money. Big. So we're off to the Arque system now and deliver our stuff. Because I'm not too precious whether I get into this or whether I don't. To be perfectly fair with you. 1,200 US dollars. Ah, US dollars. Jasper Lit. Yes. I've got the machine over there. It's, let's see. That's an i7. I'm going to say 4th gen. 4th gen? 4th or 3rd gen i7. Right. Had a 1070 in it. Ripped that out. Gave that to my other kid. For his gaming rig. Where he's got a 7th gen i7. Which he thinks is brilliant. Then I had his 1050 back in there. And then as a result, works perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that computer. There's drives in there, there's storage in there. I use this as like a backup server. Here is the carrier. Like I was saying earlier on, with update 12, sorry, all these updates. I'm not here to offend anyone, right? But the lower end PCs are getting a better experience than the upper end PCs at the moment. And they've realised this.
Please conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure. Docking request accepted. Maintain an appropriate speed during approach.
9. There you go. It's pad 9. Gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking accomplished. Ship has docked. Welcome, Commander.
Now you're seeing this as well, aren't you, right? But now I can Can I?
Ship release confirmed.
What's going on?
Confirmed.
Don't jump without me. It'll take ages.
Scan detected.
I know, it's all over the place. I still think these fleet carriers are impressive sights, mind. I just wish you could do more with them. Oh.
Docking complete. Engines shutting down. Hello.
Can't land on a bloody carrier now. And why's the game done this? It's like it's totally goosed itself. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Task manager. Executable for elite. Dangerous end task. Things were going so well. Commander Duck Duck 1. 7, Commander. How are you doing? That was very nice lager. Very nice lager. Lager, 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 lager. Yes. I think that might have been a catastrophic fumble. Oh, no worries, mate. Been on for about 3 hours. Kind of one of those things. Can't connect to Frontier servers. Oh, they're back. Here we go. It's certainly taking its sweet time. Shit! Where's the carrier? Let's get to the pad before the carrier buggers off.
Deployed.
I don't know how long we got, but I don't think it's long. I'm panicking, I'm panicking, I'm panicking, I'm panicking. They leave without me, right? I'm gonna sack the lot of them. I cannot land on my carrier.
Docking accomplished. Engines shutting down. Your ship has docked. Come on.
Something's up. Something is up. Something is definitely up. Now I've docked. It said I've docked. It triggered that you've docked, Commander. Right? They call me the fox. Look at this. He's done it again. Why do I bother? Interesting. You could say it's shit. Isn't it? It'll be, oh, it's because you've got Thargoid stuff on, yes. Rubbish. Right, come on then. Yep. I'll probably have 3 minutes. I'm actually down. It's... I don't know. Nothing is happening. I know. I'm about to go and have another pint in a minute. Oh, hang on. Loading game. It is, isn't it? It's like... Try look. Good idea. Where's my task manager? Oh, look. Something's happening. No! No!
Welcome, Commander. Follow standard flight protocols around this carrier. Attention, this carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any
Jumping in 32 minutes?
prior to departure.
Why am I panicking? Stroll on, man. Oh my god. It's like, you may jump, you may not. You know? Don't sweat it. We'll change, completely change. Yep, Steve, it's crazy stuff.
Docking request accepted.
Every man and his dog with all their new fleet carriers are now going, I'm gonna jump the carrier. Gear down. Third time's the charm.
Landing gear deployed.
Here we go. And
Docking accomplished. Ship at dock. Welcome, Commander.
What's that? Ah, look at that. Bang. Cheers, fish sticks. Thank you, Braben. Pay your AWS fees. Come on, dude. Look at it. Just try docking for the full. Good job, there's 32 minutes till the jump. Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what? Oh, it's not the cargo. We'll try. We'll try Horizons. We will try Horizons. Because why not? Oh, it's not just me. I know it's not just me. I suppose it's that nice balance of like, well, you're running a game. How many new people are buying it? How much money is the game bringing in to balance the fees for server hosting? Do they host their own servers? Is it hosted in Azure or AWS or Google? Who knows? Right? Have they got their own server farm? So there's going to be a cost assigned to this. Definitely. Right. Look.
Welcome, Commander. Thank you for visiting this carrier. Attention, this carrier has scheduled a hyperspace.
Radman.
Please conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure. Docking permission is currently unavailable. The maximum acceptable range for requests is 7.5 kilometers. Docking
Landing
request
gear deployed.
accepted. Proceed to your designated path, Commander.
Right.
Maintenance are currently running diagnostic checks on all life support systems. We apologize for any disruption this may cause.
Scan detected.
Docking successful. Engines shutting down. Your ship has docked, Commander.
Take me to my carrier. Well, they wanted people playing Odyssey, didn't they? And they bloody well got that. So much so, the servers are creaking. But apparently how this fleet carrier thing works is that when you jump a carrier, it goes, right, it's going to take X amount of time to transfer you from one to the next. So like one server to another, for example, right? Okay. So you go into a list and it transfers you, your commander, all the assets on the carrier, and it automates the jump. Done. Carrier services. How long have we got now? Because we're in the carrier. 24 minutes. Inventory. Transfer. Thank you very much, fish sticks. It's thinking about it. It's still thinking about it. Has it done it? I think it's done it. I have no cargo. think we'll just stick here. This will be nice. But, don't like the colours. EDUI. What's it called? Here it is. It's called EDHMUI is what I use. Right? So we'll talk about Horizons. And then he says, oh, right, okay. Oh, game's got to be closed. I'll pick a, I don't know. I caused that crash then, right? I caused that. Apply theme. It's applied. Brilliant. Play. So I didn't go into I didn't go into Odyssey now because it kind of is where it is. You know? Okay then. Okie dokie. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to hang around for 20 odd minutes. I'm going to finish the stream. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all a little bit later. Okay? Cheers, everyone. Speak to you in the week. Alexa, go home.